by Miriam Walker-Khan, Sky Sports diversity and inclusion reporter. People didn't know if I was black, white, Asian, Indian, Pakistani. There was a lot of grief, there was a lot of racism. The only thing that saved me was being a footballer. The 70s and 80s were rough. I wanted to be white and English. I'm ashamed to admit that. Those are the words of former Coventry, Norwich City and Nottingham Forest forward, Robert Rosario, who Sky Sports News can reveal was the first British South Asian footballer to play in the Premier League. I shied away from my dad's side of the family. As a young football player, I wanted to be accepted and I was scared. During filming for Football's Hidden Talent, a new Sky Sports News documentary about the lack of British South Asian footballers in football, academic Daniel Kilvington revealed the information which had been passed on by Rosario's cousin, Clayton Rosario. Rosario's father is Anglo-Indian and was born in Calcutta. He worked at a Heinz factory and was also a cyclist and bodybuilder. But it was because of his German mother that Rosario first got into football, after watching the 1974 World Cup with her. We sat there, snuggled up together and watched every World Cup game. I turned to my mum and said, "I'm going to be a professional footballer, Mum." And she never missed a game, he said. I'm super proud because I love my dad to death, but when I was playing, when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, it was really difficult, Rosario said when Sky Sports News broke the news to him in an interview. It was a really difficult time racially. Being from a mixed culture, people didn't know if I was black, white, Asian, Indian, Pakistani. There was a lot of grief, there was a lot of racism. I got it from everyone. The only thing that saved me was being a footballer. When you're a good footballer, people accept you. I wish I could go back and embrace it more, and stand up and be brave and say I'm half Anglo-Indian, I don't care what you think about me. But when you're 14, 15, 16, you just want to be accepted and I wasn't mature enough. I feel I have an excuse because I was just a young kid who was trying to fit in. It was previously thought that former Arsenal, Millwall and Liverpool winger Jimmy Carter was the first British South Asian to play in the Premier League. However, Rosario started up front for Coventry City against Middlesbrough at Highfield Road on the opening weekend of the first Premier League season on August 15, 1992. Carter's first Premier League game was 3 days later, on August 18, when Arsenal faced Blackburn Rovers. Carter, who was also interviewed as part of Football's Hidden Talent, has a similar story to Rosario's, and only publicly spoke about being British Asian after he retired from playing. My journey wasn't easy, you did have that racist element in football,